Welcome to live coverage of the annual Big Top Parade and Circus Celebration from Baraboo, Wisconsin. Our broadcast can be seen today on TV 43, Cable Channel 10, and streaming live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page and the Max TV YouTube channel. Exclusive lead sponsor of our broadcast is Baraboo State Bank, banking better together. Special sponsors, Culver's of Baraboo, Welcome to Delicious, Hills Wiring, and Deppy Transit. Our supporting sponsors include Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC and Don Larson Ford, Bank of Wisconsin Dells, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, and Sullivan's 2. Now, let's go live to downtown Baraboo for the Big Top Parade.
Good morning, Dave and Wendy Grant broadcasting live from downtown Baraboo. We're with 99.7 Max FM and Baraboo Broadcasting. Good morning, Wendy. How's it going today?
It's going great, Dave. It's a beautiful day in downtown Baraboo for the Big Top Parade for 2025.
This is the best weather we've had for a parade in a long time. We're so excited to be back in downtown Baraboo. We're broadcasting live at the corner of 3rd and Oak in front of the Weicker Great Day building and the new Max FM studios. So we're excited to be part of downtown Baraboo again. And it's so nice to be right here in the heart of Baraboo, Wendy.
Absolutely. Right here in downtown Baraboo. We are definitely blessed to have our new location right here in the heart of it all. It's been a great morning. I don't want to say that it's not the R word right now because I don't want to make anything happen bad. But the sun is out.
The sun is out. It's not too hot. It's perfect weather for a parade. Parade kicks off at 11 a.m. We are going to do our pre-parade show. We do want to take a quick moment and say thank you to our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick, GMC, Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, Bank of Wisconsin Dells, and Wendy, how about those TV sponsors?
And our TV sponsors, the presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring, Culver's, and Deppy Transit.
So we thank all of them for our broadcast today. And we have a large group assembled behind us today. Woohoo! We're so excited to have them here. We have the Forward Marching Band here today, Wendy. And we are so excited to have Anna come over and talk with us today.
Wait till I start talking. Then tell me if you're still excited.
Oh, we're so excited. It's a delight to have the Forward Marching Band in the Big Top Parade again. Thank you so much for being here today. Your group is such a popular parade feature. Tell our audience a little bit about your band.
So we are a community activist street band, and that means that we support social justice causes, but we also like to have a great time and party, and we play a lot, and we're very silly, and we like to bring a message of hope with a lot of joy.
Well, you sure look like you have a lot of fun over here. And just talking to you guys earlier, I love the costumes this morning. You guys look fantastic. What kind of music do you play?
So this band has evolved to play a whole bunch of different styles. We sort of are rooted in what's called second line music. So second line music is like from New Orleans that you'd be more familiar with. In fact, our first song is more of a second line tradition. But we play everything from pop to old standards to union to protest songs to everything.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing some great music. So let's hear some great music from the Forward Marching Band today.
Here we go. Come on now. so much. We're Forward Marching Band. We're going to do one that you can sing along with, and we would love that. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
song.
Okay, we got a little bit of thing that you can sing with us. I'm gonna show you the words, but I know you can get this. You ready? I feel like poking it up, feel like poking it up. Yes, I do. I feel like poking it up, feel like poking it up. Yes, I do. I feel like poking it up, feel like poking it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like poking it up, feel like poking it up. Okay, you know the words now. You ready? Can you sing it with us? You got it. Oh, yeah. I feel like poking it up. Feel like poking it up. Yes, I do. I feel like poking it up. Feel like poking it up. Yes, you do. I feel like poking it up. Feel like poking it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel like poking it up. Feel like poking it up.
Thank you, Forward Marching Band. You guys really know how to bring the energy here in downtown Baraboo. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for dancing. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. That's a Forward Marching Band from Madison. Let's give them one more hand, everybody. So thank you to the Forward Marching Band for being here today at the Big Top Parade. We also want to take a moment and say thank you to all of our online viewers streaming us. Don't forget to share this stream on Facebook and on YouTube on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page. Wendy, we're going to have a quick commercial. Then we're going to give Nancy Jensen here to talk about everything going on with the parade.
All right, sounds good. Let's go check out those commercials from our sponsors.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
This is Dave and Wendy Grant. We're live on location at the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. What a beautiful day for a parade, Wendy.
Absolutely. Nancy, you put in a great order for weather today.
And somebody listened. We're so excited. This is the nicest weather day we've had in quite a few years.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier as we're getting everything ready. It's not raining today. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day to be in downtown
Oh,
Baraboo.
Dave, now you said the R word.
I had to say it.
I didn't say it all week.
No, we didn't. Now, Nancy, we know a lot of work goes into planning a parade. Let's tell our viewers a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, well, we have a small but mighty committee, and we start shortly after last year's parade. We meet monthly, we arrange all the entries, fundraising, the bands, to put together a really good parade for our community.
What is your favorite part about the Big Top Parade, Nancy?
I say this every year, but I'm going to say it again. It's the people that are here and the faces of all the little kids that are so excited. Actually, from little kids to adults, when you see those circus wagons, they are absolutely stunning.
They are absolutely stunning indeed. Now, we have 76 entries in today's parade, if I remember correctly.
We actually have almost 80. So
All
surprise.
right. Surprise. Okay, so we have a few more than that's on our list today. Wendy, we'll make a note of that one.
Yes, absolutely. We will make a note of that. Nancy, I have a question for you. How did you get involved in the planning and such of the parade way back when you started?
Yeah, actually, that was about 2011, and at that time I was on the Downtown Baraboo board, and they said, people are getting together and talking about bringing the circus parade back. Could you go to the meeting and get a little information? Well, I went to the meeting and became the co-chair.
Awesome. You got voluntold, didn't you?
And here you are all of these years later doing this. And we look at this crowd of people here assembling today. We couldn't ask for a nicer crowd to be here today. And we're going to have some wagons back that have not been on the streets in Baraboo in quite a few years, right, Nancy?
We are. We've got the Bell Wagon that was actually built in Baraboo, and it's back on loan from Felds. So it'll be here for 3-4 years. So now's your chance to see it. Dave Salutis, our retired ringmaster from Circus World, is going to be playing that today. So watch for that entry.
Well, we'll also be watching for you. You will be in the parade today as well, Nancy, and you will be there with Doug today. We want to take a moment and say thank you to both you and Doug Hill for everything you do for the Big Top Parade. We could not do this without you. This is a massive undertaking. When does planning start for the parade for next year?
We take about a 3-week, 4-week break, and then we start again. We'll be ready to go for 2026.
Wow, that is not going to be that long a break, and bigger and better every year, it seems like, right?
It really is. People that are in it want to be in it again. It's great. We have a good assortment of community floats, business floats, again, the circus wagons, a lot of bands this year, which is really fun.
That is a lot of fun, and I was able to be part of the Big Top Parade Committee this year for the first time, and I saw all the work behind the scenes. And we also want to take a moment and just say thank you to all of our law enforcement, fire officials, EMS, all of those. It takes a village to make this happen, doesn't it, Nancy?
It really does, and I cannot thank the city enough to help us put on a safe and secure parade, all the work they do. You'll see volunteer officers from other communities that are here today to help as well. So thank you to everybody.
You bet. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. There's Doug Hill over there today as well, so thank you to him as well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the parade.
You bet. Thank you both so much.
I think your ride's here.
Actually not, but
All right. We do want to take a moment and say thank you to all of our sponsors today. We could not do it without them, right, Wendy?
Absolutely not. Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring.
So, yeah, we left our sheet over there.
Yeah, we left the sheet over
Yeah,
there.
that was
Depi Transit.
Depi Transit.
And I'll go get the sheet.
Yeah, so we want to thank all of our sponsors again. Baraboo State Bank, our presenting sponsor today. Hills Wiring, also Depi Transit, Culvers. Those are all of our TV broadcast sponsors. Streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC and Don Larson Ford.
State Farm agent Chris Stanton. She's always willing to help out with community events. A lot of these places always help out with lots of community events. They're all great businesses.
Definitely. And again, thank you to Baraboo State Bank. Banking better together. They're right over here on the corner outside of the Weicker Great Day building as well. Sullivan's too, and of course, Bank of Wisconsin Dallas. So we could not do it without all of our sponsors today. So we thank them for being here today. So we appreciate it.
And Mayor Rob's going to be coming up soon with some questions and answers with us. We're going to be interviewing him shortly. So we'll be getting ready for him in a few minutes. And we're going to have a word from Culvers coming up.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Dave and Wendy Grant from 99.7 Max FM. We're in downtown Baraboo for the Big Top Parade, and wow, we have a clown joining us today.
You bet. That's one of the things I do best is be a clown.
We thank Mayor Rob Nelson for joining us today. Mayor, how are you doing today?
Doing great. It's a beautiful day downtown here in Baraboo. Beautiful weather, nice crowd. Looking forward to a beautiful day today.
Well, we were just talking about that for the first time in quite a while. We don't have any rain. The sun is out. Can you believe this?
I certainly believe it. We don't have any rain, but better yet, it's not scorching hot, so it's going to be just a beautiful atmosphere for the crowds, for the performers in the parade, for the animals. Just couldn't script it any better than this as far as the weather's concerned.
Now, it takes a village to make this parade happen. We've been talking about that, right, Wendy?
Yes,
the
we
number of
definitely
people
have.
that make this happen. And you're involved in this process as well. What does it take to make a parade of this magnitude happen?
I'm actually hardly involved at all. All I have to do is sit in the rickshaw and wave at this point, but it's really all the community organizations from the chamber, from DBI, all the volunteer groups that play a part, city staff that go in months of planning to make this happen, and then all the way from public works to police to park staff that help with the barricades and the crowd control and the safety issues and cleanup. It really does take everybody in the community to really pull this off, and it's just a great way to showcase that good community spirit we have here.
Mayor Rob, how does the parade help put Baraboo on the map?
Well, it's a celebration of our heritage, so part of it is looking backwards towards, the Ringlings and our place in circus history, but it also helps showcase what a vibrant community we are today by bringing people here and seeing the great shops we have downtown, the beautiful atmosphere around the square, that again, that community spirit that really attracts people here, and we get the chance to show that off to folks that have never been here before. So it's kind of a door-opening experience for maybe people who've never seen Baraboo as it currently is.
And the cool part is people are seeing this pretty much worldwide here today, and that's quite the part of this, is that it's a worldwide event. People are streaming this live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page, as well as our YouTube pages, TV43 and Spectrum Cable Channel 10. We appreciate everyone watching and streaming. Make sure you share this online as well. Now, Mayor Rob, what is your favorite part of this parade?
Well, my favorite part is just seeing all the spectators and seeing the smiles on the faces, from young to old, from kids that can barely walk to folks that maybe this is their 30th or 40th parade that they've seen, just seeing that glow of enjoying the parade and enjoying the company of their fellow residents and visitors. That's always the best part.
And so you are in the parade today. You mentioned that. Where are you in the parade? I thought I heard you say something about a rickshaw today?
Yeah, I think I'm number 12 or 13. I think I'm lucky 13 in the parade today. And so Shelley Mordini very generously offers to be my chauffeur in her rickshaw. So we're bicycle powered through the parade, which kind of goes with my own sort of personality. So thanks to her for being willing to do that yet another year here for us.
We definitely appreciate that, because Shelley does know everything about Baraboo. We will mention that real quick, because everything Baraboo, Shelley knows about that.
I think on the parade route, more people know Shelley than know me.
Oh, I find that a little...
And that's just fine with me.
I don't know. I find that kind of hard to believe. So you're also a softball coach here in town as well. We better mention that, too.
Oh, sure. Yep, so this week the parade, next week we have a softball tournament out at Pierce Park, so we'll have about 40 teams coming to town playing softball all weekend.
Awesome.
So, as a mayor, you wear multiple hats, and you also have a bookstore.
Which one do I? Oh, I've got that one on today. Yeah, got my Baraboo hat on today.
Well, we want to make sure thank you for making sure your hair turned out well for us today as well. You and I kind of joked a little bit about that last night with our similar hairdos today.
Just spent hours getting it just so for the parade, right?
He did ask me to help him with his this morning, but he got it by himself.
Yeah, so thank you so much for being here and everything that you do in our community, because, again, softball coach, mayor, and then you also have a bookstore. I mean, you don't have any time really besides that to get around, do you?
Well, if you're not busy contributing, then I feel like I'm just sitting at home twiddling my thumbs. So happy to stay active and contribute what I can to the community.
And so how long have you been involved with the circus parade, or been in it now at this point? Because you've been doing this for a while.
Well, this will be my 4th parade as mayor. Back in a different lifetime when the parade was in Milwaukee, a couple times I went to Milwaukee and I was in the parade there and helping out in the costume tent actually for a couple days before the parade. So I've been involved in a couple different aspects.
What did you do in the costume tent?
Well, I was recruited by the costume staff, which at that time I think was Mona Larson and Gretchen Rolchin, that they just needed help to get all the performers into their costumes and do last-minute alterations as necessary, but make sure that everybody had all the pieces they needed for all the many folks that participated in the Milwaukee parade.
Wow, so definitely many hats. Mayor Rob, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you being here. Enjoy your ride in the parade.
All right, and thank you for your coverage, and thanks for beaming and streaming it all over the world. I look forward to seeing what's the furthest away person that's going to watch the parade today. That'd be great to know.
That'll be fun to find out. Yes,
indeed.
absolutely. We're going to take a break, Dave, and we're going to be back after these messages from our sponsors.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
welcome to delicious.
Good morning again. David and Wendy Graham with 99.7 Max FM and Baraboo Broadcasting. We're streaming live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page, YouTube pages. Please, if you're watching this online, go share it now because, as Mayor Rob said, we want to see how far we can reach this. And we're going to ask Mr. Corey Hartman, when this is all said and done, the farthest away viewer. So if he's listening, Corey, we want you to find that out for us. So
Absolutely.
I can do a two-way street. I may not be able to talk back in my phone to him, but
He can still talk back. Trust me. I know.
Yes.
We have Ben Bromley joining us from the Baraboo Area Chamber of Commerce. How are you doing today, Ben?
Doing great, Wendy. The sun is literally shining upon us today.
Did you order that?
Absolutely.
Way to go.
So, in the past, we were talking about that this morning. We have had lots of weather in the parades. Every year it's been some sort of weather. Hot, rain. We've never really had cold. And since I've been doing it, I don't remember a more perfect day than this. Do you?
Oh, this is gorgeous, absolutely. And you can see the crowd reflects that. Great turnout when the weather is nice.
It is. It's probably the best parade day we've had in a while. Now, Ben, we know a lot of work goes into making the parade happen. Let's talk about that.
Certainly. Well, there's a Big Top Parade committee that plans this, so the chamber obviously is a big part of that, but we have a robust group of volunteers led by our co-chairs, Nancy Jenks and Doug Hill. You're going to see them in the parade in just a few minutes. So they head up everything, and I couldn't even name everybody, but there's a dozen people on this committee, and of course, Circus World is a big part of that as well, helping us coordinate this whole event. So yeah, the parade is only an hour and a half. This is only a one-day event, but it literally takes 12 months to plan.
And so, Ben, you are very actively involved in this, and you've been with the Baraboo Chamber of Commerce how long now?
5 years now, if you can believe it.
It's been that long.
Yeah,
Wow, time flies
It does.
by. Now, are you in the parade, or are you doing something else today?
I am not in the parade, so I'm going to be right behind you, trying not to get in your way, shooting some photos and video for chamber promotion purposes. I'm sort of the judge wrangler, so behind your cameras is where the judges stand is going to be. And we got a great crew. Can I mention them?
Yes, please
so
do.
We have Miss Wisconsin, Mandy Genord is here. We also have Christian Overland, who's in charge of the Wisconsin Historical Society. And we also have Lindsay Hayes, who's with Discover Wisconsin. They're actually filming an episode that's going to feature Baraboo next year, so they're getting some footage of the parade today.
Wow, so we've got Discover Wisconsin on site filming footage and judging all at the same time. Are you going to end up on camera for that, Ben?
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh, I'm just checking.
Okay with that, though.
Well, either way.
Well, we had to twist his arm to get him on camera today. We knew it was going to be hard to get Ben in front of a camera and microphone because Ben's not real comfortable being in front of a microphone, is he?
I'm shy. It's true story.
Ben, what's your favorite part of the parade?
You know, I have to say that I love the marching bands. You know, you had Forward Marching Band there, of course, a hoot every year, and we have a group, the Northern Lights group from homeschool in Michigan. That's going to be a 120-piece youth band. I'm excited to see them today. All the bands.
I'm excited to see them too. Ben, when did you start working on planning the parade, and like when was your first time doing it? Was that like 5 years ago?
It was, yeah. Actually, I got roped into my first parade planning meeting. I was still technically at the newspaper. I'd given my 2 weeks, all right, and so I had my first meeting about 5 years ago.
We just want to make sure we have the microphone a little bit closer to Ben. We want to make
I'm
sure
just
we
going to
can
get
hear-
friendly with your wife here,
Yes.
Dave. Don't mind
Okay,
me.
so you said you were after you were with the newspaper, you started getting involved with the circus parade then.
Indeed, and like I said, the first planning meeting is going to happen like a month from now. You know, we say, okay, what worked great last year, what didn't, what do we need to change, and then take a little bit of a hiatus, but then in the new year, it's full steam ahead.
Now, the Baraboo Chamber of Commerce is integral to making this happen. So what does the Baraboo Chamber of Commerce do for
We
people
have
watching?
we have a twofold mission. So one is to have events like this that bring people to town. Two is we're a business association where we try to connect our members with each other to do business with each other as well as the general public.
Do you have any idea what the economic impact is on Baraboo for the parade or some of those kind of things, number-wise, or just a rough estimate?
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's something we do calculate afterward. We get a crowd estimate, we calculate the economic impact, and usually we send a news release out about that after the fact. And I'm trying to think, I mean, it is certainly in the millions. I can't even give you a great figure, but that will be coming out after the parade.
Awesome, good to know.
Now, you were talking about the crowd. When you've estimated crowds, what do you think we'll have for a crowd today, especially with this nice weather that we have today as well?
Certainly, yeah. The crowd is always somewhere in that 10 to 20,000 neighborhood. And, I'm no expert. I'm going to ballpark it somewhere in that middle range. Let's say 15,000, give or take.
Wow, that's a pretty huge crowd then as well.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's talk. You mentioned Discover Wisconsin. That's airing next year, and that's all about Baraboo?
It is indeed. We're going to have an entire half-hour episode featuring Baraboo. And, of course, there's no way you can capture the majesty of our wonderful community in just one episode, but we're going to do our best. We're going to have a lot of highlights there, including, of course, the parade.
What's your favorite part of going down to Circus World?
Favorite part of going to Circus World, I would have to say there is just the wagon collection. I mean, I hope our locals appreciate what this is. I mean, these are mobile treasures we have. There's no place else in the world you can see a collection like this, and we have it right here in our community.
We're very blessed to have that in our community, and we're in historic downtown Baraboo. As we look out and about today and see this crowd here, this is amazing, Ben, to have this many people around in one area in historic downtown Baraboo. And so we're going to quickly mention, you do a little bit of work for us. You help out, obviously. You do a little of our sports stuff as well. So how does this differ from doing the sports side of things to hopping in and doing these types of events?
Yeah, it is a whole different challenge. This is more of a sort of that organizational, operational part. Since I'm not performing, it's more like the behind-the-scenes kind of work. And I know you guys know how that goes because you were in front of the camera today, but a lot of times you're behind the scenes. It's kind of that same idea where I'm just trying to help behind the scenes and hope everything goes off and just shoot my videos, right? And whereas when I'm helping out with sports on the air, then I'm more out front and part of the show.
Okay, we now have heard that we have people checking in from New York right now and Buffalo. So Corey Hartman is keeping tabs on that.
We are big in New York.
Yes,
right.
We're going worldwide today. Now, what are our judges judging on during the parade today?
Yeah, so they're going to hand out 3 trophies. One is for the best overall entry in the parade. One is for the best commercial entry, a business. And the other is for the best non-commercial entry, so a nonprofit or a community group. And so the judges are going to have the list of all the entries, and they're going to reach consensus after the parade, pick their 3 winners, and then down the line, maybe today, maybe weeks from now, we'll present those trophies and do a little photo op.
Wow, that's quite an undertaking as well. One more time, who are our judges, just in case anyone missed that today?
Yes, indeed. So Miss Wisconsin, Mandy Genort from Beaver Dam, Christian Overland of the Wisconsin Historical Society, and finally Lindsay Hayes from Discover Wisconsin.
Ben, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate everything that you do for us.
Dave and Wendy, I've got video of you dancing earlier. I'm going to hold it for ransom.
I should have been in the band, Ben.
$500, or I put it on social media.
I forgot you could see us dancing behind the camera. I should have known someone was going to get us dancing. So
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ben, so much for being here. We appreciate that.
Thank
Good
you,
luck
Ben.
with everything today.
We're going to take a quick break here, Dave, and hear some things from our amazing sponsors, and then we'll be right back in downtown Baraboo.
Let's see if we can get these.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey.
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Good morning, I'm Dave and Wendy Grant. We are broadcasting live from downtown Baraboo for the Baraboo Big Top Circus Parade. And Wendy, we have some special guests with us. We just pulled people off the street.
Who do we have here with us today?
I'm Caleb.
And your name, honey?
Lydia.
And what's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac. And how about Dad?
Kyler.
I'm Nora.
Nina.
And where are you all from?
We're from Oconomowoc.
Okay, Oconomowoc. So you made a little bit of a trip to see the parade today. What prompted you all to come to the parade today in downtown Baraboo?
Well, I remember growing up and going to the Milwaukee Circus Parade, and I had just very fond memories of it, and we wanted to bring the kids out here for their very first one.
So you guys have never seen a circus parade before? No?
No way.
What are you excited to see today?
I don't know. For the clowns.
What is Dad excited to see?
I don't know, maybe a clown or something.
We have a few of those around here most of the time.
Clown.
You said clowns? Yes.
And the marching bands too. Yeah.
So you're from Oconomowoc, so you saw the parade back when it was in Milwaukee, and that was quite a production. Funny that you mentioned that because that's where my lovely Wendy is from Milwaukee, and we've watched a few of those.
Yep.
I'm originally from this area, so the Circus Parade is back in downtown Baraboo. Now, it's a great Father's Day experience for Dad this weekend, I bet, as well.
Yeah, sure. This is a great thing to do on a weekend like this. It's nice and yeah, glad to be here with the family. Yeah.
And so you guys are staying in the Baraboo area for the weekend. Now, are you here just for the Big Top Parade?
Pretty much.
Wow, so you guys drove here to see that. All right, have you guys been to Circus World Museum yet in Baraboo?
We plan to go.
All right, so they do have shows today, so that'll be a lot of fun as well. And, okay, so when you go to the circus, there's a lot of fun things that happen there. Have you guys ever been to the circus before?
No.
Have you ever been to circus?
So you've never been to the circus before. Okay. Do you know what they do at the circus?
Yeah, the clowns walk invisible dogs. There's trapeze tricks, and they juggle lit stuff.
Yes, they do have juggling. So we had a juggler in the radio station this week as well as a flying trapeze artist as well. He does a triple somersault, and somebody catches him in the air, and then they send him back the other way. He was in studio with us. So you want to go see that triple somersault over at Circus World Museum. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, this will be on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page if you'd like to go back and watch it, and our YouTube pages as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you all. Have a great day in downtown
Happy Father's
Baraboo.
Day to you as well.
Well,
So-
Dave, we're gonna wrap up this little part of it, and we're gonna go check out some of that fun concert we were at the other night. The concert on the square with the Jerry Stitch Band.
Yes. So we are going to show the Jerry Stitch Band concert tribute. We're going to head up to our booth and get ready for the Big Top Parade that kicks off at 11. We'll be back with you in just moments. Dave Grant and Wendy from 99.7 Max FM. 99.7 Max FM. David and Wendy Grant joining you live from the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. We are broadcasting live from the Weicker Great Day Building, corner of 3rd and Oak in downtown Baraboo. We're also in the Max FM studios. Air conditioning, Wendy. It was getting a little warm running around out there.
It was, Dave. It was getting just a tick toasty out there. I was feeling like my face was kind of going to burst into flames pretty quick. But it's a beautiful day down here in Baraboo. Ready for a fantastic day and a real great, like the Forward Marching Band said, we are family celebration. So it's going to be a really great day and a fun time here. We'd like to thank our streaming sponsors, the Don Larson Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, the Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, and the Bank of Wisconsin Dells.
And we'd like to take a moment also and thank our TV sponsors as well. Presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, banking better together. Hills Wiring, Culver's, and Deppy Transit. We thank all of our broadcast sponsors today for being part of this so that we can have this circus parade on Spectrum Cable Channel 10 and 10 at TV 43, as well as streaming live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page and YouTube pages. Again, if you're streaming us on our Facebook or YouTube pages, please check in and let us know where you are watching from. And also, please give us a share as well so we can get the word out to everyone that wants to see the parade. Wendy, as we're looking outside the studio windows this morning, I see kettle corn, funnel cakes, gyros, and all sorts of things. I could smell the kettle corn as we were coming back upstairs to the studios.
I could, too. I almost thought you were going to divert.
Yeah, I thought.
And go get a bag.
Yeah, I thought for sure I was going to go grab some of that. And we have kids out here. One of these kids has got a mustache
Oh, how
on.
cute.
Look,
He's got a little Mario mustache on. That's awesome.
yeah, so the kids are enjoying the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo as well today. I mean, that Mario mustache is pretty awesome. We have people watching from Illinois, Michigan today. We're going to have the homeschool marching band from Michigan today. That is going to be epic. We have so many bands here today. We even have some cloggers here today as well.
I'm really excited to see a lot of the things that we've seen teased on some of the Facebook pages and advertisements around town of different groups that are going to be here with us in the town in the parade. Really just excited to see all these different events today.
And we also have people watching from Milwaukee, Cottage Grove, Forest City, Iowa. A lot of people, I'm sure, are watching from Milwaukee because the Circus Parade has been in Milwaukee. You and I watched it in Milwaukee as well, and that was kind of the neat part to see. I believe it was down on the lakefront, if I remember correctly. I'm not good with my Milwaukee geography, unfortunately, Wendy.
Come on, Dave, get it together. Yes, the lakefront area in downtown Milwaukee is where they would camp, basically. They would stage everything, and the horses would stay there overnight, and they'd line up everything. And then the streets of downtown Milwaukee was where the parade actually happened. I've seen the parade down there a couple times, and then also way back when I was a kid, we also came here to see it in Baraboo. And right after we moved here, I spent a good amount of time trying to figure out where we watched it from. And it took a long time, but I had one picture with a house. And we marched up and down every street, and we figured it out.
Yes, and that's the cool part is being part of the parade. And it's a different perspective for us this year, obviously. Now that I am here full-time, I'm actually doing things differently than I've done in years past. And so it's neat to be part of the parade. We also want to thank our viewers in Dallas, Texas, Orlando. We have Kathleen Murphy watching from Connecticut, and she can't wait to see her grandchildren in the Northern Lights Homeschool Marching Band. That is so exciting. We're glad she's going to be able to see her kids today, or grandkids marching with the homeschool band. I'm excited to see that band. I think as I was doing a little bit of the parade research for our lineup, there's almost 120 kids or something involved in that portion of it. So we have done extensive research on our parade lineup today. Again, the parade is getting started. It will be coming through our camera area soon. The parade started at 11 o'clock this morning, so you will see it coming by our cameras very soon. We've got a 360 bird's eye view from the Max FM studios. Again, we're broadcasting live from our new location, 3rd and Oak, right here in downtown Baraboo from the Weichert Great Day building. We're so fortunate. We can look out on the courthouse square. As I was talking a little bit earlier, Wendy, I think I want to go try the bouncy house. So what do you think? Great idea today?
No, Dave, you're not going in the bounce house. You need a bubble wrap suit, like I said before, but you are not going in the bounce house because you tried that already on asphalt.
Oh, yes.
It was a bad idea.
I didn't bounce as well as I thought it would.
No, you do not.
So thank you to everyone that was down below at the street level. We appreciate everyone that was helping us get back up to the studio this morning. And again, I do want to take a moment and say thank you to our parade planning committee that has put all this hard work into it. Nancy Jenks and Doug Hill are our chairs for them. And so we're excited that they are here today in the parade. So thank you so much to them. Again, we thank all of our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC, Don Larson Ford, State Farm Agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, Bank of Wisconsin, Dell's, TV sponsors, presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring, Deputy Transit, and Culver's. So thank you so much to all of our broadcast sponsors as well today for being part of this. Again, we are streaming live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page and YouTube pages. Please give us a like. Let us know where you're watching from today. Share it as well so everyone has an opportunity to see the parade today. And we're also showing this live on Spectrum Cable Channel 10 and Antenna TV 43.
Dave, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear from some of those great sponsors that we have, and we'll be back in downtown Baraboo shortly.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
We've got Dave Grant and Wendy Grant broadcasting live from 99.7 Max FM for the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. And we do want to take a moment. We did learn some news while we were down on the street this morning that there was some tragic news coming out of Minnesota today. And we just want to say that we're thinking about everyone that's involved in that tragedy. It is something that we're very sad to hear. We're thinking of our friends in Minnesota today. Wendy, it's just, I was very shocked as we were hearing this, as we were getting ready to broadcast live this morning. So definitely our thoughts were with everyone in Minnesota
Absolutely. We are definitely thinking of our friends in Minnesota today as we celebrate this event. We are thinking about them.
Yes, most definitely. And again, we are streaming live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page, YouTube pages, Spectrum Cable Channel 10, Antenna TV 43. We have some more check-ins. We have some Sarasota, Troy, Michigan, and some more Orlando as well. So again, thank you to everyone that's streaming us live today. Again, the parade will be getting started.
It is definitely in motion. I'm seeing some of the wheelmen over there in the corner of over by the El Ringling. So we're going to be seeing them real shortly.
And so, yes, we are again in a different broadcast location. If you've watched us historically in the past, we're broadcast in a different location. We're now broadcasting live in front of the Weicker Great Day building in the Max FM studios at the corner of 3rd and Oak in downtown Baraboo, new Max FM studios. And I do want to take a moment and say thank you to our crew that is working so very hard today. Drew Smith has been working his tail off into the evening last night, so thank you to Drew for all of your work today. We appreciate all the work that went into getting everything set up. We have Baker Staging on site, so we want to say thank you to Baker Staging as well. They have done some fantastic work to get everything ready for us today, so thank you to that whole crew to get our audio out there. Also, I wanted to take a moment and say thank you to Fia and Chris, they're our camera operators today. We appreciate each of you. Bella, she is our director and calling the parade today with us today, so thank you to Bella. Of course, Max, thank you for everything that you've done today. I can't even name the amount of stuff that Max has been doing today. He got this crew assembled, and he's working behind the scenes today, so thank you to Max. Also, thank you to Civic Media for all their support behind the scenes. And, of course, I cannot wait and say thank you so much to the one and only Mr. Corey Hartman, Bud. We appreciate everything you do. He is the reason that you're seeing things on TV and the internet today, Wendy.
Yeah, Corey Hartman's got us streaming all over the place. Way to go.
So thank you so much to Corey. And Wendy, thank you so much for your help today. We're throwing you into the mix of things today as well. And so again, thank you, Baker Staging, as well.
All right, we are going to go take another little break to some more concert footage from Thursday night as we wait for the parade to cross our path here. We'll be checking that out shortly, and the parade will be here momentarily as well. And welcome back to the Downtown Baraboo Circus Parade of 2025.
The Big Top Parade is back in downtown Baraboo. Dave and Wendy Grant with you this morning. Again, you can stream us live on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook and YouTube pages. Please give us a like and a share, and let us know where you're watching from as well. We have the Wisconsin Wheelmen with us today, Wendy.
Absolutely, Dave. We have this group is from Lake Mills, Wisconsin. The Wheelmen are part of an international organization devoted to early bicycles. They are seen today riding antique high-wheel bicycles in club uniform as they would have traveled to circus performances as a group in the 1890s. They do tricks while riding in circular patterns along the parade route.
And as you can see them coming down third today, you see them doing their circles on those bikes. Now, I don't know that I would balance so well on one of those bikes.
No, I think you'd be better set for like the lady in the middle of the screen there that has the trike-ish kind of thing. There, she's like pedaling in the middle there. Not sure what that thing is called, but I think you'd be better off in that.
Yes, most definitely. And so again, these are what you would have saw in the 1890s, and they'll do tricks as they're going along the parade route. We're watching them go down right in front of our headquarters today. And, you know, I would be about right on the trike in the middle. I would agree. I think that's what we'll call that today. And watching them get on and off of these bikes is just an absolute amazing feat. And, you know, it's one of those that it's neat to see this happening in downtown Baraboo today, Wendy.
Absolutely. There's just so many different things that we're going to see today that you wouldn't normally see that really just take you back in time. It's really pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. And I mean, the balance that goes into this and the coordination that goes into this as well is part of the amazing part of the Wheelmen as they're going by us today. To see the coordinated effort as they go up and down the streets, it's amazing. Again, this is the Wisconsin Wheelmen from Lake Mills, Wisconsin, and they're devoted to early bicycles and everything that goes into them. Hours upon hours of practice before they get into the parade. The absolute amazing time-specific costumes, Wendy.
Yes, definitely. I can imagine they're probably a little warm out there, Dave. As we were finishing up, it was getting a little toasty. So I'm thinking they're probably getting a little roasty too.
I would definitely think so. But, you know, beautiful day for a parade in downtown Baraboo. We have a large crowd out here today, so snap on down if you're in the Baraboo area. Again, you can watch us on Spectrum Cable Channel 10 and 10 at TV 43, streaming on the 99.7 Max FM YouTube and Facebook pages. Again, tell us where you're watching from today, and what is your favorite part of the parade as well. Wendy, you've watched a lot of parades over the years, and this is definitely a new vantage point for us today.
It totally is. It's not the backyard of the scenes like we usually are in while we're, you know, scrambling around helping out with whatever we need to do. So yeah, it is definitely a different role, and I think we're doing pretty well at it. I hope everybody thinks so too. And yeah, it's just a really, really different, neat thing. All the different parades that I've seen, one of my favorite units is one that's going to be coming up real shortly here, and that's all the veterans.
Yes, it is, and we know we'll talk more about that when that happens in just moments, but we know a lot of work goes into making the parade happen, and we, again, thank you to our Big Top Parade Committee. Basically, 11 months of work goes into making this parade happen each year in downtown Baraboo. It is quite the effort to make it happen, and again, thank you to all of our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet, Buick GMC, and Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, Bank of Wisconsin Dells. Oh, look at that formation going down. Oh, my goodness.
I'd maybe try that once, but I'd need a big crash pad.
Yeah, I mean, looking at these guys,
Yeah, wow,
that's
that's
amazing to watch how they just get into formation.
Whole new meaning to look, Mom, no hands.
Right? And watching them just do this coordinated effort is unbelievable. Again, oh, wow, look at this guy.
That scares me.
Yeah, he is riding on top of there. That brings a whole new into no hands.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Ooh, that was a foot.
Yeah, I cannot believe these guys. I definitely want to try one of these.
No, you're not, Dave.
Okay, that's fine.
Your shoes need training wheels.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, everyone's going to, before the parade broadcast is over, I'm sure that'll slip out as everyone is watching us a little bit earlier. So, again, we're broadcasting live from downtown Baraboo, Big Top Parade, corner of 3rd and Oak from the new Max FM studios. Again, thank you to our TV sponsors, presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Banking Better Together, Hills Wiring, Culver's, and Deputy Transit. If you see them out and about, please say thank you to them for bringing the parade to all of us. We appreciate the partnership with each and every one of them, the chance to work together with them, and the chance to bring this parade broadcast hopefully worldwide. We are hoping to see a viewer from outside of the United States. We have people watching in Montana as well. So thank you to Corey Hartman again behind the scenes, keeping tabs on all that, and all of our streaming platforms as well. And this is a new perspective for us, Wendy. We're actually in the air conditioning watching this parade today from the studios overlooking 3rd and Oak. This is quite the view here.
It is, definitely, Dave. A whole new thing for us, but a great thing, too.
Yes. So, again, Big Top Parade, downtown Baraboo. And check in. Let us know where you're watching from today. We definitely want to know that. We have about 80 units in the parade today is what Nancy Jenks told us a little bit earlier. We were keeping tabs on that. We do have our list in front of us. And this parade lineup changes until the very last minute, Wendy. That's a coordinated effort today.
Yes, that it sure is. I'm glad to hear that it grew a little overnight from the last report that we had. So 80 units today, about an hour and a half, they said. So this will be a fun time for us to ride along with you, shall we say.
Yes, indeed. So again, we are watching the Wisconsin Wheelmen from Lake Mills, Wisconsin. And we'll say wheel persons because this lady is kind of wheeling right along. That's more my style of bike, watching her this morning. And the ornate costumes are just amazing. The amount of work that goes into the costumes to make this happen and to be riding the bikes in these costumes, Wendy. Can you imagine trying to ride in that lady? Well, these ladies are wearing dresses, it looks like.
Those are definitely dresses, the long billowy skirts of the late 1800s and early 1900s. And I have actually tried to ride a bike in a skirt before, and it is not easy.
I definitely want to roll some video on that and see what happens.
Well, first of all, I have to ride a bike again, and that's been a long time since I've done that.
Yes, and so, again, we're seeing the Wisconsin Wheelmen in front of us today, and the ornate costumes and just the amount of coordination that goes into this group to be riding along our parade route today. I cannot imagine riding in a shirt and tie.
Yeah, because then the tie flies up and it hits you in the face, and it's kind of interesting. But you'd get used to it. You'd definitely get used to it.
You can hear the jingles on the bikes as well. Wendy coming down from the road today as well. It is just such a great event to be part of this parade today.
Yes, definitely.
Again, we're watching the Wisconsin Wheelmen from Lake Mills, Wisconsin. This is what you would have watched in the 1890s. And these bikes are just amazing. Now, these bikes are probably more about my style of riding.
Yeah, I don't know, Dave. Oh, hey, I think it's appropriate for the term, here comes the judge.
Yes.
Because those are the judges coming up in that convertible. They're going to get dropped off at the table right over by where we were just doing the pre-parade, and they'll be judging all the units in the parade.
And this is our all-star celebrity panel of judges presiding over the parade. Today is Miss Wisconsin, Mandy, and we also have Wisconsin Historical Society Director and CEO Christian Overland, and we have someone from Discover Wisconsin, Wendy.
We do. Host Lindsay Hayes will lead. They're leading the parade, like I said, being dropped off at the judges' stand to choose the top entries. The judges are going to choose the parade's top overall entry, as well as the best commercial and nonprofit entries.
And so we did see the judge table this morning. All right, and we have got to mention we see the Baraboo Police Department new police chief, Carloni, and we have two very special guests with him today.
We do. The two little ladies that are on screen with Chief Carloni right now are cadets Avery and Lillian, and they were sworn in as honorary cadets this morning by the chief.
And we do see our parade judges being unloaded, the one and only Ben Bromley this morning, escorting them from their beautiful convertible ride this morning. Again, Wendy, who are our parade judges today?
Our parade judges today are Mandy Genrod, who is Miss Wisconsin from Beaver Dam, as Ben told us earlier. The Wisconsin Historical Society's director and CEO, Christian Overland, and Discover Wisconsin host, Lindsay Hayes.
And so we're watching our parade judges get unloaded, heading to the judging table. Again, they're right in front of the Weicker Great Day building at the corner of 3rd and Oak as well. So thank you to our parade judges for joining us today. And also thank you again to the Baraboo Police Department Chief Carloni. And look at those 2 cadets that got sworn in this morning.
Yep, Avery and Lillian. They're doing a great job carrying that banner for the police department.
Ben looks like he's giving our judges all their instructions today. Miss Wisconsin is working herself over there with, she's got everything ready to go. And it looks like, they'll be ready to judge some of our parade entries today. We want to take a moment and say thank you to our viewers in Tempe, Arizona, and it's all the folks in Illinois watching us. Oh boy, I need to be doing this today, Wendy.
No, Dave, you're not riding the rocket cycle.
What?
No, we'll leave that up to Carson Howell.
Yes, he's riding this inside the usual unicycle. And Wendy, look at how fast that thing can go.
It goes up to 35 miles an hour, Dave. I don't think I've ever seen you move that fast.
Well, it depends. The Howell family has ridden this one-wheeled wonder in over 500 parades and events throughout the Midwest. Look at him. Got the cheer.
I wonder what kind of gas mileage that thing gets.
I don't know. That looks like a pretty cool ride. He is riding in style, and we do see our veterans coming into view now. They're representing the American Legion and veterans of foreign wars, and we want to thank all of our veterans today. Please take a moment and salute our veterans and rise as they're walking through our parade route this morning.
Absolutely. We have all the different branches of the armed forces represented today here in Baraboo in the parade.
And again, these are the veterans from the Sauk County area walking our parade route today. We thank each and every one of our veterans and their families for their service. We see the crowd rising and clapping to honor all of our veterans today.
Like I said earlier, Dave, this is one of my favorite parts of the parade.
And again, our veterans are passing through the claps in the standing ovation from all of our audience today, recognizing all the things that they have done. They are the reason that we are able to be here today, broadcasting live, Wendy.
Yep, they sure are. They're the reason we get to do a lot of things that we do in our lives these days.
And we do see some more of our veterans coming through today on the Scenic Bluffs tractor in the People Hauler today. These are our veterans. Thank you so much to each and every one of them. We know the Badger Steam and Gas Club has their People Hauler out here today as well. McFarland's has provided transportation in some of the tractors today. And so again, thank you to all of our veterans. And I do want to take a moment and give a special shout out to the one and only Mr. Dennis Kluge. He's the one who puts this effort together, and you heard him on 99.7 Max FM a couple of weeks ago asking for veterans and their families to be able to be in the parade. So if you do want to participate in the parade next year, please reach out to Dennis Kluge. He will make sure you get into the parade. Even if you don't feel comfortable walking, we've got the People Haulers out here. Again, we see the People Hauler from the Badger Steam and Gas Club being pulled by that vintage Ford blue truck. That truck looks amazing, and thank you, veterans.
Dave, that's another thing that is one of my favorites about the parade is all the vintage vehicles that we see. And after I end up watching a parade, I always add a few more to my list of things I might want to have.
Oh boy, that's the thing that scares me, is that when it goes, ooh, I need one of those vehicles as well. And so now we see the Jeep coming into the scene as well here, and that is a military Jeep coming through with some of our veterans as well. And the cool part about this, Wendy, is look how many veterans we have here today.
That's one of the largest units in our parade today, and it is great that it is as large as it is.
And again, you can hear the claps of the crowd as our veterans are coming through. we've seen the people standing to honor our veterans. And look at that beautiful Ford Mustang that just is coming through on view as well. All right, we have our first out of the United States viewers. We have Port Augusta, Australia.
Woo.
Thank you for joining us today.
And Hungary. Holy cow.
Hungary in Europe. So thank you. That is amazing. Again, if you are watching us on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook and YouTube pages, please give us a like. Please share this so everyone has an opportunity to see the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. And we are watching some more of our classic cars coming through today. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful car, Wendy.
Oh, Dave, that one's got to go on the list for sure.
And
That's from the Wisconsin Army National Guard.
yes, and so again, thank you to all of our drivers that are driving our veterans in the convertibles today. Everything from the classic cars to the newer Ford Mustang that we see on our screen today. Going in front of us, that is a beautiful car from all of our veterans.
Oh, somebody just roared the engine, Dave.
Wasn't me.
You know those boys and their toys. Well,
Yeah.
okay, us girls do it too, but
Yes, for those of us that can be driving right now.
let's focus on walking first, okay?
We also want to thank our
Oh,
viewers.
look at that one.
Oh,
There's
vintage
my
Corvette.
car. Yep.
Vintage
Just
Corvette.
put that one on the list too.
Wow, with the wheel spinners on it and some more veterans inside. Again, thank you, Dennis Kluge, for putting this together today, one of the largest units in our parade. All of our veterans, again, please get a hold of Dennis if you want to participate in the next year's parade. He wants to make sure you get to go in front of this crowd. This means so much to him and all of our veterans that have served. So thank you to our veterans. And they are definitely having some fun with those vehicles out there this morning. A Ford Thunderbird convertible is what that looks like coming on into view next. That is an amazing vehicle right there. And
There's some amazing people in it too, Dave. Some of our veterans.
yes, again,
Speaking of Mr. Kluge, there's his car.
yes, that Camaro convertible car with Dennis Kluge and our veterans in it today. So thank you again to our veterans. We have people watching us from Farmington, Minnesota today. Again, we're thinking of all of our folks in Minnesota today as well. And what do we have up next, Wendy?
This would be the Baraboo Cub Scouts. They are falling behind the veterans, some of our future or upcoming possible veterans. You never know. It goes from the youngest right on up.
Yes, it does. And we see them marching.
Pack 76 from Wisconsin Dells, it says.
Marching in formation as well. We saw the Baraboo Tourism and Chamber of Commerce banner going through there as well. We see all of our sponsors coming through on the Hills wiring truck again.
That's the Chamber banner.
Chamber
and
banner.
the banner truck, carrying the banners of many of today's Big Top Parade sponsors. Platinum and gold level sponsors will be featured on their own individual banners throughout the parade.
And look at this next band coming up. It is our judges. Again, Doug Hill, Nancy Jenks riding in that Jeep convertible provided by Backroad Baraboo Motors. And look at what is behind them, Wendy.
It's the Baraboo High School Marching Band, dressed as in their great circus parade clown costumes.
And there are so many kids, over 60 musicians performing today as part of that as well. So the band is outfitted from all the costumes from Circus World Museum today. It is
Those costumes were created specifically for them for the great circus parades down in Milwaukee.
We're just going to listen to the band for a little bit here. Again, that was a Baraboo High School Marching Band, and Baraboo State Bank presenting sponsor just went by, banking better together. And we have one of our featured circus wagons coming into view now, Wendy.
It's the Our Country wagon, a replica of a wagon created for the Barnum and Bailey Circus Street Parades of 1903. Carried 5 actors portraying Washington, Lincoln, Grant, McKinley, and Teddy Roosevelt, while the Goddess of Liberty sat on the throne in the back. Later purchased by the 101 Ranch Wild West Show and carried a live buffalo standing on top.
And now we have family members Vicky, Richie, and Sophia. Richie was in on the radio station this week, multi-generation family. All right, and here we've got the one and only Mayor Rob is coming in to view. Rob Nelson riding on that rickshaw from Shelley Mordini today. He was on a little bit earlier with us. He's enjoying his ride through the parade route here in downtown Baraboo. So again, Mayor Rob Nelson today.
And up next is from the village of West Baraboo, Melissa Ryan and Bill Clary. Melissa is they have the clerk and the treasurer, Melissa Ryan, with Bill Clary, the director of public works from the village of West Baraboo.
So riding along in that classic car today. Again, all these convertibles and classic cars are so nice to see them. Look at that.
Look at the hood on that thing.
That is definitely a beautiful car today. So thank you so much for all of our drivers in the parade as well. All right, next coming into view, we have County Board Chairman Tim McCumber from Sauk County riding on that beautiful white convertible. That is a beautiful car as well. Again, this is Tim McCumber, Sauk County Board Chair, riding along on our parade route today. And we have now a viewer from Norway, Wisconsin. Oh, look at that Plymouth Prowler, Wendy, and who's in that today?
Senator Sarah Kieski joins us from Lodi, Wisconsin as a member of the 14th Senate District.
And she's riding in that Plymouth Prowler today. That is a beautiful car riding along our parade route. Again, we are broadcasting live from the Weicker Great Day Building, corner of 3rd and Oak in the Max FM studios. We're watching Senator Sarah Kieski riding along our parade route. And you can see a view of our building coming in as well. So, oh, look at what's up next, Wendy.
We have the Tin Lizzies. This Zor Shrine unit is from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The members drive small classic cars, Tin Lizzies in formation, in various maneuvers during the parade. The fees they receive for their parade appearances benefit Shriners Hospitals for Children.
And again, they're riding in formation in those little cars. This is a coordinated effort. They are hours of practice that go into the Zor Shriner Tin Lizzies. And we see the bear coming into the background as well, supervising everything that's happening today. So thank you to them for being here today as well. Again, we're watching the Zor Shriner Tin Lizzies. We'll give a listen to them this morning. And you get and hear all the horns honking today. The Zor Shriner Tin Lizzies. And again, thank you for them joining us today in the Baraboo Big Top Parade. And we want to again thank you all of our streaming sponsors: Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC, Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2 and Bank of Wisconsin, Dells, as well as our TV sponsors presenting TV sponsor Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring, Culver's, and Deppy Transit. You know, I kind of want to drive one of those little cars, Wendy. I don't know. That looks about my
you
speed.
could probably handle that. I think you'd be okay with that. I think you could do that little 3-wheel scooter, too. Thank God you didn't need one of those this week.
Yes, most definitely so. Oh, we've got the clowns now, Wendy.
We do. We have Bill and Betty Carver, some clowns.
And they're parading around. Look at those outfits. Those are just absolutely amazing. The amount of outfits that we've seen today with our clowns and red hair. And
yeah.
Which one of those looks happier? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Well, I think he's getting a little tired of his balloons that keep banging him in the face.
Yeah, he looks
like he's having a little war with them.
Yeah, it does. They're attached to him. They're not. He's not floating away with those balloons attached to him.
I think he wishes they would float away. But.
Yes. And we are again watching the Baraboo Big Top Parade live in downtown Baraboo today. And I believe that this might be the Al Ringling carriage coming by here.
That is the Al Ringling carriage.
Also, and that is you can see our 99.7 Max FM banner coming through. We know who that group of people is today as well. And so,
we have State Representative Karen DeSanto, former retired clown herself.
Yes, she's having a blast.
She knows how to do a parade, that's for sure.
Yes, she does. And she's going to be guest co-hosting later this month with me.
And our Grand Marshal, Scott O'Donnell.
He is riding in that beautiful red Corvette. Scott is retired. He flew back in from Texas to join us today to be our Grand Marshal in the Big Top Parade, riding along in that beautiful red Corvette, going right in front of the Max FM studios today. Scott's having a lot of fun today. We did get to talk to him before our pre-parade broadcast, and he said it was a little different riding in the car and not being behind the camera. Oh, look at this one, Dee.
And now we have the Lion and Mirror bandwagon. Due to its impressive size, elaborate carvings, and gold leaf, this bandwagon made a big impression with the audience and led the Ringling Brothers Circus parades from 1890 to 1905. Built for the Adam Forepaugh show in the 1880s, this wagon originally had carved telescoping figures of St. George and the dragon that emerged out of the top. Those carvings were removed and turned into pony floats before Ringling purchased the wagon, later used by the Christie Brothers Circus and Cole Brothers Circus.
And look at now coming into view, we have the Baraboo Youth Football Team joining us today in downtown Baraboo. Our future football players having a lot of fun today. Next up, we have the Lion's Bride, and this is the Poema family. They were also on the radio with us over the week, previewing everything for the circus, and so we thank them for joining us today. And again, they are riding. What are they riding in today, Wendy? They're riding in the Lion's Bride bandwagon, sometimes called the Hagenbeck Wallace Tableau number 37, was a local lead bandwagon for the Hagenbeck Wallace Circus until 1925. The legendary Poema family, originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and this multi-generational family circus brings a rich legacy and tradition. Notable rider today is Adrian Poema Jr., the master of flying trapeze. He does that triple somersault as we talked about earlier this week on air. And coming into view, look at them on that beautiful wagon today, pulled by that vintage circus truck. Go down and see him perform live today. That triple somersault, his co-worker catches him in the air, sends him back the other way. It's just amazing the feat that he can do. And
talk about trust.
Yeah, talk about trust. Yeah, he was thinking when we were talking that'd be a great idea for me to come down to Circus World and do a little performing. We said, we got to wait just a little while before we do that. You can see Baraboo State Bank, our lead sponsor, in the view. Oh, look,
and
we got
now
cloggers.
We have the the Prairie Thunder Cloggers. They clog from everything from pop, bluegrass, the oldies, and even country.
We're going to give them a listen. That is truly an art form, and yes, the Prairie Thunder Cloggers clogging away today. Oh, and I hear, look at this beautiful group. It is Jane's Journey Home for Dogs. Jane's Journey Home for Dogs is a nonprofit organization that provides a retirement home for aging dogs. They're walking our parade route today. Such beautiful dogs on that route today. And Look at what's coming into view after James.
And now we have our friends from earlier at the pre-parade show, the Forward Marching Band from Madison, Wisconsin, a fun-loving, award-winning musicians from Madison, Wisconsin. We'll listen to them.
We also have the double KD Ranch going through view right now with all the bubbles and the music of the Forward Marching Band in the background. We'll just give the Forward Marching Band a listen one more time as they go by the Max FM studios today. And we do want to thank the Forward Marching Band for performing in our pre-parade show today. So thank you for them for being here today. And then they got over to their staging area in time to be part of our Baraboo Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. We also have our Sauk County Junior Fairest of the Fair, Wendy. And who do we have here today with us?
Junior Fairest of the Fair, Johanna Richard. The Sauk County Fair will take place this year, July 7th through July 13th.
And so stop on by. We'll actually be broadcasting live from there in the big circus wagon. Starting on July 9th, we also have the Sauk County Fairest of the Fair, Brooke Beardsley. So thank them for joining us today and look forward to meeting them out at the fair as well. Next up, we have the Gallagher Mirror Wagon. This is a beautiful, stunning wagon, Wendy.
It certainly is. Built in 1903 and was the lead bandwagon for the Golmar Brothers Circus. The chassis was built in Baraboo by the Mulder Wagon Works. Ben Golmar, one of the four brothers who owned the show, fabricated body and carvings in the circus winter quarters on 2nd Avenue.
That's just down the road.
It sure is. Toured with the Golmar Brothers Circus between 1903 and 1917, later toured with many smaller shows. It ended up in the children's section of Peoria Zoo, then acquired by the Pabst Brewing Company and presented to Circus World Museum in 1959.
And we also have our performers on there. Riders, Ringmaster Robert Trader, Daring Equestrian Duel, Caleb and Leah, Circus World Clown Chase Culp, and 2025 guest artist and legendary Steve Smith. Again, they're riding the Gallagher Mirror Wagon, built in 1903, and you can see our judges coming into view as well. Kind of a neat wagon that's rolling right by Baraboo State Bank today. Just an absolutely stunning wagon. Coming into view now, we have Festival Foods Semi joining us, Wendy.
It's the mini semi, Dave. I saw that at the store the other day when I was there. Oh, look, and there's a clown driving it.
Wow, that is a pretty cool setup, and we thank Festival Foods for being part of our parade broadcast today. That is probably the smallest semi I've seen go down the street in quite a while.
Absolutely, and probably the slowest, too.
Probably. I mean, he definitely is fitting in there. We saw it sitting outside of Festival Foods, and you can see the judges tent coming through. We have the Steampunk for the Arts next, Wendy.
Yes, the Baraboo Steampunk, spreading the wonders and joy of the steampunk to the Baraboo community and surrounding areas.
And so we thank them for joining us today under the direction of Chad Canfield. So yes, that's our Baraboo Steampunk artist today walking down our parade route. We'll give them a listen. So yes, that little boy in the wagon riding along with them today as well. They definitely are having a lot of fun out there today. Beautiful day for a big top parade in downtown Baraboo. Again, thank you to our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC and Don Larson Ford. State Farm Agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's Tune, Bank of Wisconsin Dells, and our TV sponsors.
And now we see Leilani, the crane clown.
Wow, that is beautiful again. Walking right in front of our judges table today in the corner of 3rd and Oak. Beautiful, beautiful. And all right, we are going to take a brief break, and we will be back with you just in moments from the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
To oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
And we're back in downtown Baraboo for the 2025 Big Top Parade. We're seeing the Northern Lights Marching Band.
Yes, the West Michigan Homeschool Band provides home-educated students the opportunity to participate in a variety of instrumental and vocal music programs such as band, orchestra, and choir. This band comes to us all the way from Michigan, and I know there are people watching on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook page from Michigan today, Wendy.
Yes, there are, and several places also around the world just to hear this band. So let's take a listen, Dave.
Whoa, I was just going to say, look at the formation of this band. Again, this is a West Michigan homeschool band, and it's made up of all homeschool children, and they put a lot of effort into this, again, from West Michigan. Let's get Melissa again. Again, we were watching the West Michigan Homeschool Band. What an amazing group. Definitely give it up for them. All the way from Michigan joining us today. And what a great looking group. And the choreography that went into that was just amazing. We do want to take a moment and again thank our TV sponsors. Presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank.
And now we have clowns, Mr. Bill and his wife, Michelle.
And also we want to thank Fairfield Inns for being one of the chamber sponsors. You see their banner walking by today as well. Look at this next group, Wendy.
Yes, we have the Morgan Horse Club with horses with riders from the Wisconsin Morgan Horse Club.
And again, you'll see some of the chamber banners in here as well. Don Larson Superstore, We want to thank Don Larson, Chevrolet Buick, GMC, and Ford for being one of our sponsors. We see Scoopy from Culver's.
Absolutely, the lovable mascot from Culver's of Baraboo. Scoopy reminds us that a scoop of Culver's frozen custard is a delicious treat, especially on a warm June day.
Yes, so thank you to Culver's also for being one of our TV broadcast sponsors. And the other thing they forgot was bring us some Culver's custard up here, Wendy. That would have been cool. And we have a band organ coming by with bubbles coming out of the back of that. So, yes, we see the band organ. And that is just such a neat trailer going through this.
Let's take a listen to that, Dave.
Next, coming into view, we have Des Tactical with their military vehicle joining us today. They're located over on South Boulevard here in Baraboo. Oh, they look at that little crew heading through our parade this morning.
That's the banner carriers for the American. It's recognizing American in another major sponsor of today's parade.
All right, next up we have the Dual County Community Band. And for some more spectacular music, we welcome the Dual Community Band, a nonprofit instrumental group of more than 40 talented musicians. Let's give them a listen. The Dual Community Band is based out of Partyville, Wisconsin. So, yes, we thank them for joining us today. Again, we're broadcasting live on Spectrum Cable Channel 10 and 10 at TV 43, 99.7 Max FM's Facebook and YouTube pages. Give us a like. Let us know where you're watching from today. Right, Wendy?
Yes, absolutely, Dave. We want to know where you're watching us from. And we again want to thank our presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring, Culver's, and Deppy Transit for making it possible for us to bring this presentation to you today.
And we know the Baraboo Chamber of Commerce has put a lot of work into this with the Big Top Parade Committee. Circus World Museum, I want to give a shout out to Georgia and Julie from Circus World today. And also Pete for all your help in getting us information about the parade, working with all of us as well to make today's parade broadcast possible.
And our next unit that we see here is the Baraboo Children's Museum. It has adventures through their 14 exhibits of hands-on education. Presto the Clown from the Children's Museum is on board today.
And looks like they're having a lot of fun with the Baraboo Children's Museum as well.
And now we have the next unit that we have is the Golmar Tableau Wagon 44, sometimes referred to as the Lion and Tiger Tableau. This wagon was built for Golmar Brothers Circus in 1910, converted to full tableau wagon to carry baggage after 1924.
And it traveled with the Gentry Brothers, Walter Main, and Cole Brothers shows before being acquired by George Christie. So, again, we watched the Baraboo Children's Museum coming by with a giraffe in the back of the truck and some great music as well. We see that Jeep. We know that belongs to Mr. Jed, of course. And we have the clown. And
that's Presto the Clown.
Presto the Clown joining us from the Baraboo Children's Museum. Again, we're watching the 44 Golmar Tableau Circus Wagon. Now, this was acquired by Circus World in 1964 and recent restoration completed in 2024. And the riders are Baraboo owns Gail Howell and Carson Howell. Carson has been a very busy. Gail performs in her high-octane hula hooping twice daily at Circus World. And we watch all of our performers going by today. So we thank them for joining us, and we appreciate them as well. And, you know, all these circus performers, they get done here, they get all the equipment back, and then they got to perform one day.
Yes, they do, Dave. They have performances today at 1:30 and 3:30. And now we have the International Clown Hall of Fame. Send in the clowns, a collection of 12 to 25 of the greatest clowns on earth from the only museum dedicated solely to the art of clowning. The International Clown Hall of Fame and Research Center is in downtown Baraboo. Hi, TV people.
They're having a lot of fun with us as well. Hey, roll out the barrel as well. A lot of clowning around today. We appreciate the International Clown Hall of Fame for joining us today in downtown Baraboo. They're having an absolute blast with us today. All right, we want to thank our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC and Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, Bank of Wisconsin Dells, and Wendy. We also couldn't do it without our TV sponsors today.
Absolutely not, Dave. Our presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Hills Wiring, Culvers of Baraboo, and Deppy Transit. They all have contributed to making this presentation possible for you today.
And you see the wonderful view of Baraboo State Bank right from the building where we're at, the Max
right
FM
across the
studios.
street.
And I do want to take a moment just to also thank you to Baker Station and Eric for the audio. We also want to thank Bella and Chris and Max and all of the people that have joined us.
And Fia,
and also Drew Smith. Thank you all for your support today to make this broadcast happen. Also, Corey Hartman, thank you. I know you're listening. Give me a thumbs up if you're still with us. And let us know that you're listening today and keeping tabs on us today. So we couldn't do this without all of them. Civic Media, we are again broadcasting live from the Weicker Great Day Building in downtown Baraboo, where the Max FM studios are located at 3rd and Oak. We're happy to be broadcasting live again back in downtown Baraboo. We're so fortunate to be part of downtown in this community. And oh boy, hey, look at this referee, Wendy.
oh boy. Apparently this is a reference to the old "do you need a new pair of glasses, buddy?"
Some more clowning around.
Yes,
happening.
absolute clowning around. Not that that's unusual in downtown Baraboo. But you know, as we talk about our sponsors and the parade committee and all those people that make this possible, it truly does take a village, Dave. But there's also many other little villages among the village that it takes, because every group has their own things that they got to do to make this all go.
Yes, it does. And I love this referee reference. I was once a
pretty
referee
funny,
in a former life. And
He's got a rubber chicken in
rubber
his back
chicken,
pocket. I don't know what's
all
going
sorts
on.
of shenanigans
Oh,
out
my.
there this morning. And so, again, with a lot of clowning around. Oh, my.
Boy.
This guy's got a rocket strapped to the back of him and chasing his tail around, string
his
around.
fuse, I think.
Hopefully he doesn't have a short fuse today.
Oh, he's got a giant match now, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
This could get dangerous, folks.
Yeah, please don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't try this at home.
As we clown around today right here in
I feel
town.
like you would step on the fuse and fall over.
I don't know anything about falling
You wouldn't
over.
know anything about that, would you?
Oh, are we going to try to... Oh, is that a pizza pan, Wendy?
It is a pizza pan. Looks like the pizza pan has possibly hit the ground a few times because there are definite dents in it.
And look at... Okay, we're trying to...
See?
There it goes down.
Yep.
Best effort, though. I'll give you an
Yes,
A for effort.
definitely.
Not so great on execution today, but hey, thanks for trying that. Again, we're clowning around in downtown Baraboo. And, that is, there we go. We got another clown on the scooter this morning coming into view.
Little scooters, yes, absolutely.
I love the little scooters, and I think that's a great opportunity to ride around. You know, that's about my style of speed these days right now as well.
Definitely, yeah.
You know,
You'd still only have one hand to operate it, though.
yeah, that's a good point as well. And I see coming into view, Wendy.
This is the Cripple Creek Cloggers. They have been in existence since October of 1982. Formed by 10 square dancers who thought they'd like to incorporate clogging steps into their formations. The clogging soon became more popular than the square dancing. Let's take a listen. It's always amazing that they can do this while the floor is moving.
That's, you think about the effort just to do clogging. but you're clogging on a moving vehicle on our parade route today. Again, we're watching the Cripple Creek Cloggers Day going on by in downtown Baraboo. What an effort. All right, next up, we do have our Baraboo ATV group. Club members have decorated their ATVs and UTVs today and joined us on our parade route. The group provides safe and scenic and functional ATV and UTV routes in the Baraboo and Sauk County areas. And they also endorse and practice safe riding for the sport. After the parade today, they will drive through the parade route to pick up any trash as part of their community service. So again, we're watching the Baraboo ATV group today joining us in downtown Baraboo. And again, they promote safe riding of ATVs and UTVs in the Baraboo and Sauk County areas. And we thank them for all of their service that they do in the community. They help out with a lot of various events, provide a great community service as well with their efforts. So again, we're watching them come by today as they come into view. And again, Wendy, we could not have had a better day for a parade in downtown Baraboo.
Absolutely, Dave. As I look outside, I see the trees blowing, so there's a bit of a breeze. It's a beautiful temperature outside. The sun is shining. An absolutely great day right here in downtown Baraboo.
And next up, we have the Circades Experience, and this is something that takes a coordinated amount of effort. You have to make sure your legs and arms are in the proper spot as you're rolling down the street in these wheels. And this is something that takes hours upon hours of practice. You have to have your hand and leg placement. Oh my, she's waving as she's doing this, Wendy.
All I know, Dave, is the song Runaway Train is going through my head right now because I feel like I would get that thing rolling and I would never be able to get it to stop again. So I feel like I'd, find a tree or something.
Right. And look, no hands.
Oh my gosh, no hands. Wow.
And again, there's hours upon hours as they do these, and it's a huge amount.
And they're strapped in there. Her feet, she just unstrapped her feet.
Oh my. Wow, this is amazing watching this go through downtown Baraboo. Next up, we have the Reedsburg High School Band. They join us from just about 50 miles down the road. So thank you to the Reedsburg High School Band for joining us. Let's give them a listen, Wendy. Again, we're watching the Reedsburg High School Band today marching along the Big Top Parade, and thank you for them to join us today. Again, we have people watching from Durham, North Carolina, Edenton, North Carolina. Again, let us know where you're watching from on 99.7 Max FM.
And now we see
page.
the Sauk County vehicles, Dave. There's one of the Sauk County Sheriff's deputies and also one of the road crew maintenance trucks.
Yep. We can hear one of the deputies with their
What'd you do, Dave?
I didn't do anything, but
Okay.
I figure they know I'm up here anyways.
Oh,
And
I'm sure they do.
And again, we have the Sauk County Highway Department joining us today, so thank you to them for joining us today and all the work they do, because they do help out with so much of these types of things in the community. Next, coming into view, we have the Mother Goose Wagon. They've even got that truck all cleaned up and ready to go. I'm trying to see who's driving that. Not sure.
It's a lady.
Yep. Let's try and see if we knew who that was driving today.
I didn't recognize her, but you might have.
Yep. All right. So again,
So we have 3 units. We're all back to back here. We have Mother Goose, Cinderella, and the Old Woman in the Shoe. One of 7 children's fairy tale storybook floats built from the Barnum and London Circus between 1882 and 1888. By the time all the floats were finished, the representatives included Cinderella, Mother Goose, the Old Woman who lived in the shoe, and only 3 are here today that have survived. The others have met their demise, apparently. The carvings for the floats were created in the New York shop of Samuel Robb, with carver Thomas White specifically mentioned as one of the artisans involved. It traveled to Europe when Barnum and Bailey toured there for 5 years at the turn of the century. Cinderella, Mother Goose, the Old Woman in the Shoe, and Santa Claus paraded from 1910 until 1918, put in storage in Baraboo until purchased for the Robbins Brothers Circus, and used from 1827 to 1830.
And also, 3 of the floats went to Coles Bar from 1935 to 1950. Santa Claus had deteriorated too badly to be used in that time. All 3 floats were acquired in the early years of the museum. We also now see the Topham Family Foundation banner coming into view today, and then
they are also another sponsor of today's parade.
We now have echoings of Camp Randall, the fun-loving, award-winning musicians from Madison, Wisconsin. The ensemble formed in 2011. Let's take a little listen to the 5th quarter celebration today. Next up, we have Baraboo Thunder Softball. They're joining us today in the Big Top Parade, and they look like they're having a lot of fun with us as well.
That was one of Mayor Rob's other hats that he wears with the Baraboo Thunder Softball. And now we also see the Wild Rumpus Circus, stilt walkers and puppets, including Jacob Mills and his giant trout puppet. They operate circus skills camps and workshops for all ages in Mazomanie, Wisconsin.
I can't imagine walking on these stilts. That's an art form. You're walking that high up in the air. And, you know, all the movements that they make while trying to stay balanced, that is not for the weak or faint of heart, Wendy. I mean,
no, it absolutely is not, Dave.
You look at the beautiful ornate costumes as they're walking by here as well. And again, we are broadcasting live from the Big Top Parade in downtown Baraboo. We thank everyone for joining us. Those that are watching us on the 99.7 Max FM Facebook and YouTube pages, check in, let us know where you're watching from. Everyone loved the Northern Lights Marching Band as well, so we thank them again for joining us, and we have people watching us worldwide. A quick thank you to our TV sponsors, presenting sponsor Baraboo State Bank, banking better together, Hills Wiring, Culver's Depi Transit, and thank you to all of our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC, and Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan Stew, and Bank of Wisconsin Dells. Ooh, we got jugglers, Wendy.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
dropped one. I think he actually threw it down. But
I'm thinking he might have done that on purpose, and now we have Norwegian coming in.
Yes, now we see the 31 Golmar tableau pulled by 2 Percheron horses. There's no clear documentation on when this wagon was built, but it likely started out as a cage wagon for the Ringling Brothers Circus. The wagon appeared in many circuses over its lifetime, including Golmar Brothers, Golmar Patterson, Gentry Brothers, Walter Elmaine, and the Cole Brothers. Through much of the 1930s and 40s, it remained in storage at the Christie Brothers Circus.
And now we see the Bell Wagon coming into view. This is back in Baraboo, sounding fantastic, and so we are so fortunate to have that Bell Wagon back in the area. That is something that came back to Baraboo earlier this year. We're just going to listen.
And that Bell Wagon is played by Dave Salutis.
And also one of our sponsors, Pizza Ranch for the Big Top Parade. Thank them for joining us as well. And again, we're seeing some of the tractors pulling some of our other equipment in the parade. Shout out to McFarland's for providing tractors today as well. So we thank them for that, because that is something that we definitely appreciate being. That is the snake den coming by right now. And oh my goodness, that is quite a wagon. And do they have a snake in there as well today?
Oh, I'm sure they probably do, Dave.
Oh, boy. So that was built in 1903 for the Ringling Brothers Circus Wagon. Sole purpose was to showcase a performer holding a python surrounded by other constrictor snakes. That is amazing, that wagon. And now we have coming into view the U.S. bandwagon with the Jerry Stitch Band today, pulled by 4 Belgians. This was built in 1903 for the Ringling Brothers Circus by Bold Wagon Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. When the Ringlings stopped their street parades around 1920, the wagon was placed in storage. Ultimately, the U.S. bandwagon was pushed into a field where it was left into the ravishing elements of sun and rain. In 1991, the Great Circus Parade Inc. provided funding to enable the surviving wagon. And next we have coming into view.
I'm going to listen to the band.
Yeah, we should listen. And again, thank you to everyone that's watching us and streaming us. We appreciate your comments. Thank you, Debbie. We appreciate you that you're loving the coverage today. Thank you so much. We appreciate you watching with us today. We're really enjoying being part of the Big Top Parade. And we see our last wagon coming into view. This is the America Steam
Calliope.
Well,
or Calliope, depending.
Yeah, so if you were watching all of the earlier coverage, you know it can be mentioned 2 different ways. This was constructed by the Sebastian Wagon Company of New York City for the 1903 Barnum and Bailey Circus. And it was originally built as a telescoping tableau with stunning carvings on the top. And at one point, the carvings were removed and the sides built up, allowing the vehicle to haul baggage and serve as a decorative wagon for the street parade. The wagon was purchased by the Cole Brothers Circus in 1940 and was modified to house the show steam calliope instrument. Circus World acquired the wagon in 1959, the same year the museum opened to the public. And that's a beautiful wagon. And
it is also being pulled by 8 beautiful Clydesdale horses.
That is such a neat thing to see, those Clydesdales and all their handlers today. I mean, that is just a beautiful, ornate wagon in the downtown Baraboo Big Top Parade. We are so excited to see that today.
Let's take a listen.
Some great music being performed today. And all right, we do see the Baraboo Fire Department coming into view.
The Fire Department's big Ladder 1 aerial platform truck is coming down the street, marking the conclusion of the 2025 Baraboo Big Top Parade. We'd like to thank the Baraboo Police Department, the Sauk County Sheriff's Department.
And we want to thank all of Fire EMS today that was part of this today as well to support the parade. And we thank all of the people that are helping today. Again, Baker Staging, and Bella, Chris,
Fia, Max,
Corey, Drew. Thank you to all of you. And also thank you to our streaming sponsors, Don Larson Chevrolet Buick GMC and Don Larson Ford, State Farm agent Chris Stanton, Baraboo State Bank, Sullivan's 2, Bank of Wisconsin Dells, and our TV sponsors. Presenting TV sponsor, Baraboo State Bank, Banking Better Together, Hills Wiring, Covers, and Deppy Transit. Thank you to everyone that joined us today and everyone that was watching us today as well. And Wendy, thank you for stepping in today as well.
Oh, absolutely, Dave. And as the fire truck passes by, we wish you all a fond farewell. And as they say in the circus, may all your days be circus days.